Well, hello.
What? Okay, there we go.
There we go.
It's kind of like,
Yeah.
you just went, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, hello, everybody.
Hello.
My name is Hans.
My name is Greg.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
I had to do that. My daughters are like, hey, everybody cool does that. And I was like, who? Well, Adley and Trinity and Beyond. And, so I was like, yeah, I'll do that. Let's do it again. I'm Hans.
I'm Greg.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, it is what it is. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to give you some news. We're going to give you some stuff. Stuff. Speaking of stuff, there's some kind of important stuff. You know what I mean?
Very important stuff.
Yeah, like the way that we're doing Morning Crankers.
Yes.
We're changing it up, folks. We're doing better, or at least we hope so.
Yeah.
Do you think we're doing better?
I think we are. I think we're
sometimes, we can't just talk about, supermodels farting in jars and selling it, going to the doctor because of your,
right.
What would you call that? Your
inflection.
Your intestinal fortitude.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we can't just talk about that.
No.
There's farts in jars.
Yes.
Okay. And then in 2021, Gwyneth Paltrow and her vagina candle.
Right.
Now, you said you would have bought that, right?
I probably wouldn't have. I passed on it.
Oh, okay.
I would probably passed out on it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I thought that you were like literally saying that you would buy it.
No.
Well, the point is we can't always do that.
Yeah.
So what I wanted to do, ladies and gentlemen, while you're all here, we worked on a little ditty a little bit before they came, right?
Yes.
So this is the new 2022 Morning Crankers intro. It kind of let people know who we are.
Yes.
We're having a lot of fun. It's a comedy thing.
Yeah.
If you're looking for serious news, this ain't the place.
That's right.
Okay. So check this out.
In a world where bills, rent, and taxes are crushing your soul. In a world where water is expensive and wages are stagnant. World where good tasting food is trying to kill you. Comes a new podcast that takes a load off your shoulders. The Morning Cranker, the comedy, the news, life, reality podcast for true extraordinary men and women of America. Welcome to Morning Crankers. Laughs, gaffs, and plenty of gas. In a world. No, wait. Greg, what are you doing? This is supposed to be fun. Hey, this is a comedy show. You're not supposed to freak people out. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Morning Crankers.
I'm kind of proud of that. I'm not going to lie. Are you?
I think it turned out good.
Yeah, I mean,
A little rotten.
you can't be serious all the time.
No.
Speaking of that, I got to say, how we talk about candy and stuff a lot?
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got a new addiction.
What's that?
Yeah, I might even have to go to like addiction counseling for it. I don't know if I can get to my girls. They get to my stuff. You know what I'm saying? Has anybody tried this? Oh, Nerds Gummy Clusters. Have you tried it?
Not yet. No.
Okay, you don't know what you're missing.
Okay.
Okay, they're just awesome. They're gummy.
Yeah.
They've got nerds, and they're addictive.
Wow.
Okay, if I was a candy company, if I owned one, this is the one I'd own.
Wow.
You like ASMR?
Huh?
ASMR?
Not sure.
You don't know what it is, do you?
No.
Okay, it's this new thing where they make noises and weird things like
Okay.
if you hate people with, chewing with their mouth open,
Yeah.
you're going to hate ASMR. Big time.
Oh, well, then I won't like.
Yeah, no. So we're doing this as a comedy.
Yeah.
We're doing this sectionally, though.
Right.
Okay. First half of the year, second half of the year.
Yep.
Why?
Because we're just going to break it down into segments.
Right. We're not going radio anymore.
Yep.
We're doing 100% podcast.
Yep.
Some people like it. Some people won't.
Yep.
it is what it is. But I'm pretty excited about it.
I am.
It opens up some avenues, and we'll be live once in a while, but most of the time they're going to be highly produced, great podcasts.
Yeah,
And we need that now.
we do.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially with the way that the world is.
Right.
Most people are like constantly down in the dumps, constantly, damn it, I don't know if I'm going to be able to pay that next bill.
Right.
We're tired of living there.
Yeah.
Right?
I agree.
People don't want to live there anymore. People want
No.
to live in the happy land, the comedy land. They don't mind going out and working hard, but
Right.
they want to have something to look forward to.
Right.
So 2 days a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays, a podcast will drop. It's going to be funny. It's going to be fun. It's going to be entertaining, and you will get some useless knowledge out of it. And if they're really lucky, maybe they'll get some pictures of some really good donuts or something like that. What do you say?
I agree.
Okay. Is there a reason that you're not looking in the camera, that you're looking at your phone?
There is a reason.
What's the okay? I don't want to know if it's like,
It's
the other stuff
I
rolling
was
on your
getting
phone.
a message from my son. So
oh, really? Was he at work?
Yeah.
Is he getting done early?
yeah.
Yeah. It's a common occurrence, folks. It's just one of them things. People are, slowing down when it comes to going out to eat.
Yeah.
We all know why.
Right.
It hurts right here.
It does.
Hurts everybody.
It does.
So what do you got for today? Even though all we do is we came on to, kind of do our new intro, tell people what we're doing. Tuesdays and Thursdays, the podcasts are going to drop.
They are.
If you don't like live, or if you want live, we'll let you know when it's going to happen.
Yeah.
If you want to send us an email, morningcrankers@gmail.com. That's morningcrankers@gmail.com.
Right.
And if you don't know how to spell it, ask a friend.
Oh my goodness.
Go for it.
All right. A new male contraceptive could shrink your nads with nanoparticles OD.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I don't want to. Okay. I've got a little room for shrinkage, but you don't. What happens to guys?
I've got a lot of testicular fortitude.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Here's the way that I imagine it. If it was you, it'd be like one of them Nissans, those Nissan brats with the,
Yeah.
the little shifter.
Yeah.
Right? Now I'm talking Muncie Rock Crusher. Okay. You know where I'm going with that?
Right.
Okay. Go ahead.
But yeah, there's plenty of contraceptive methods, Hans, available for women, but men's options are woefully limited.
Isn't that the way that it always is?
It always is. Yeah. You can either use condoms, which doesn't suit those allergic to latex, or get a vasectomy.
Well, there's goat skin.
Yeah. Or get a vasectomy, which stops you from having babies for good. Okay.
Well,
To remedy
I guess if you went in, it'd be some minor surgery, but for some of us,
yeah. To remedy this situation, researchers are investigating all kinds of alternatives, like the warm water testicle bath. We covered a few months.
Isn't that called a shower?
Yes. But anyway, now scientists are probing. Oh my goodness. Another
surgery's
method,
that's for you for sure.
another method that sounds like it's straight out of science fiction.
Let's hear it.
A study from July 2021 found that nano contraception could be worth pursuing as a human contraceptive. The method relies on nanoparticles, tiny pieces of metal that are only 1,000th of the width of a human hair in diameter. In theory, it could be possible to introduce nanoparticles into the body of a human male. Once inside, doctors could then use a magnet to guide the particles into the testicles. Once in the gonads, the doctor would then carefully heat up the nanoparticles. Sperm viability plunges in high temperatures, so heating up your testicles could essentially neutralize your little swimmers.
So what you're saying is if it's magnetic, it's got to be metal.
Yes.
So they're going to put a metal snake in there.
Pretty much.
That's electrified.
Yep.
That's going to burn from the inside out.
Yeah. That's what it sounds like, Hans.
No, thank you.
Yeah, I say no thank you too.
How about abstinence? I mean, am I the only one that believes in that anymore?
Yeah.
Do you?
I do now.
Well, of course you do, because you had no choice.
I got my.
You're an abstinence partaker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You just partake in that stuff.
Yeah.
Is it willingly?
No.
Are you sure?
No, I'm positive.
I would think that you'd have your game on.
I
Show me your war face. Come on, show me your. I want to see it. I want to see the face that you put on when you go on a date. Like, that's your war face. Give me another one. Come on. All right, I want to see it. Can you do the eyebrow lift? All right, I'm gonna set the table for you. Okay. You're out somewhere. You're getting a burger. All right, and with that burger, you look down and there's the best looking woman you ever saw in your life sitting down in the corner about 5 feet from you.
Yeah.
Just ordered your burger and you turn around and you look at her. I want to see the face that you give her to let her know that you are interested. Okay. She's definitely saying stalker. Give me the face again. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, no, it's not working. Maybe if you were in a bar, you could like say, well, I was drunk. I didn't know what kind of face I was giving you. But you're there for a burger. I mean, you just drove there. You're a responsible adult. What do you say to her?
Hey, baby. Instead of.
Hey, baby.
Wait a minute.
What? I mean, okay, again.
All right. I jumped the gun.
All right, go for it.
You know me.
Right.
Yeah. I put 2 steps forward, Hans.
Yeah. All right. Walk up. Give me your goofy face. Goofy with the mouth open, like. You got to cut some of the beard. Maybe you just need to make her laugh. Okay, give me the pickup line. You know what'll work?
Well, back in my day, when I saw a woman that looked as good as you, I had to at least come over and ask if you're single.
And then she's going to say, when was your day? 1934?
I'm going to say 1972 going on 34. Yeah.
What you do is you say, hey, how about me and you go back to my place and make out? I got some nerd gummies there.
Oh, there you go.
And when she looks at you really weird, like, go, what's the matter? Don't you like nerd gummies? I mean, all right, one more time, the face. Come on, go.
I'll take that advice.
Okay, no, that almost looks like Bill Clinton. Yeah. Ooh, that's a bad. Yeah. That's kind of an Albert Einstein thing. Okay, keep going. You look like you're a drunk. Like, the winos out on the street that have been there for 30 years. Keep going. Come on. That looks like Tom Brady winning a Super Bowl. So you're a Michigan man now. Give me that calm, confident. Oh, yeah, baby. Give me that one. Okay, so we need to work on that a little bit. Oh, well, hey. What's your face like at work?
My face?
Yeah, give me your face at work. I can do it. No, that's not. It's like. Am I right? Yep. See, it's the time thing. Yeah, so, hey, it is what it is. We're coming up on another Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And I had this conversation with my oldest adopted. And he tells me, he says, oh, the NIL is so good for college sports. And the draft is so good for college sports. And I said, well, honky, it's terrible. The reason that the ratings are going down is because people like me don't want to watch a bunch of crybaby money chasers. We want people that are there for the heart of the game.
Right.
Which I understand. Don't get me wrong. One wrong move and you're going to blast your knee. You don't get into the NFL. However, do you think that if you're with the team and your team makes it to a bowl game, that you should be required to play in that bowl game?
Right.
You think so?
I think so. Yeah.
I mean, so these people that opted out, I think Ohio State even had one that opted out, didn't they?
Yeah.
A defensive end or something like that?
Yeah, they did. And he opted out during the bowl game.
Okay, so isn't there a problem with that?
There is a problem with that.
You have people paying money to come and see a game That's supposed to be a wonderful game with the most top players, the people that you love. And then they're like, nah, I'm saving myself. Almost like, like a virgin before they're married. I'm saving myself for the draft. I'm saving myself for the best could do. Okay. There's something wrong with that.
Yeah.
It angers me. Does it anger you?
It does me. Yeah.
Okay. How about the NIL? Tell me, does that bother you?
It does a little bit, but I'm kind of for it.
Okay. Explain your reasoning.
I always said, you've got to pay them. I mean, they're made so much money for the universities, the athletes have. So,
okay. So do you pay all of them?
This is where we got to draw a line. I think if you're on the first string, even if it takes you 2 years to get in the starting lineup.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. So, well, that's what I'm saying. So you have people
until you get in that starting lineup, you shouldn't get paid until then.
Why is that?
I don't know.
What if a coach has a problem with you?
They should be able to.
Oh, should they jump in the NIL transport portal and get $1 million from some attorney that's going to take money away from them later?
Yeah, that's true too.
It's happening already.
There's so many good and bad things about this.
Yeah, well, I would say that there is. And here's the problem. Colleges have starved out athletes for forever with these stupid rules. Oh, you can't go get a job. You can't make any money. I was literally watching this new series on Netflix.
Yeah.
About the 1994 NCAA Arizona Sun Devils.
Yeah.
And how this guy was actually betting on them and they were point shaving. Okay. And it goes through the whole thing. And literally the second guy that got involved, he was so poor when he was a Sun Devil starting shooting guard.
Yeah.
He couldn't eat. He was literally going to the dorm rooms and saying, hey guys, you got any food? I'm hungry.
Right.
Okay. There's no way that a college with the amount of money that they make on college athletes should be allowing that.
Right. Exactly.
And that's why the NIL came about. However, it seems to me that important players, like how many offensive linemen are getting paid through the NIL right now? How many?
I don't know.
I'll bet you a donut to $1.
Yeah.
That not very many of them are.
I don't think so either. They've got to get it right, though. If they're going to do it, they need to do it right. And like I said, if you can't make it to first string your first year, I mean, it's just tough luck.
Well, don't you think there should be something, if you get a scholarship
for their room and board or food and stuff?
Food, room and board, and maybe a little bit of spending cash so they can actually go watch a movie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I can see that, but we're talking about $1 million contracts here.
Yeah.
Okay. It's wrong. And I do believe if somebody wants to come and get one player,
yeah,
you pay for the whole team. That money goes into a team fund and the powers that be, maybe it's a coach, maybe it's the athletic director, however it is. If somebody wants to invest something in that team, the whole team gets the money.
Or they could basically, another way they could do it is by participation in game, like how well you played that game.
Well, you can't do that either, because then you have coaches that'll be like, nah, I don't want that guy to get money, or it's going to cost us more. I can save. It happens in the NFL now.
Oh, I know.
They have these incentive packages. They go out, hey, if you score this many touchdowns, well, they get right to that many touchdowns, and then pretty soon they're playing less time, and they got other people, learning.
Yeah.
It happens all the time.
Right.
You know what I think? I think there should be a board of directors, and I think these people should have to go to the board of directors and say, I want to whatever with this kid.
Yeah.
And then the whole board of directors across the U.S., not one, not the SEC or the Big Ten, they sit there and say, okay, this is how it's getting distributed to this team.
Right.
Am I wrong?
I don't think you're wrong on that part.
Isn't that a fair way to do it?
It would be kind of a fair way. Yeah.
I mean, it's about fairness, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's about equity.
It's supposed to be about that, but yeah, that's what almost everything's turned into.
What's going to happen is you're going to have student athletes come out and they're going to be like, whatever that Mr. Hansen said is complete garbage, because I'm out there playing 64% of the plays, which means my chance of getting hurt is much higher than the guy that's sitting on the bench.
Wow. Yeah,
That's what's happening.
I mean, that's a good point. I mean, you bring up. So who knows, man?
Yeah, it is what it is.
But I do got a story here called Japanese Man. He makes a career out of doing nothing.
I want to hear this.
I know, right?
Well, listen up, folks. This guy makes a living out of doing nothing.
Absolutely nothing, by the way. It says too. A dream job or a professional nightmare, Hans? You decide. Doing nothing at work is a divisive concept. To some, it's heaven, while others can't stand even the idea of sitting around with nothing to do.
Nothing.
But Japanese Shoji Muramoto is perfectly fine with the Inyu. In fact, he somehow managed to turn doing nada into a successful career. The 38-year-old professional slacker peddles his non-existent work effort through social media. People can hire him to do his favorite thing, absolutely nothing. You might be wondering why anyone would hire a man to sit around and do nothing. But Muramoto's do nothing rent-a-man service is surprisingly popular. Muramoto told CBS News that he is almost always completely booked for the deadbeat for hire schedule. That means up to 3 appointments a day. This means that thrice a day. And most effort he puts into work is going to wherever he's needed. Then he sits and stands around in the trademark blue cap and backpack until it's time to clock out. Nothing more, nothing less. Your thoughts, Hans, on this lazy 38-year-old professional slacker?
There's some people that are getting really good at doing nothing, making money.
It's unreal. Yeah.
However, I'm not a hater.
No.
You know, it's hey, you want to do that? You're smart enough to do it. You're better than me. And here's the thing. Have you ever felt like, okay, when you're not working, like when you transition a job or, quit a job, whatever, how damn boring is it sitting around doing nothing? I mean, do you really want to be that guy?
No. And it does. It would be boring.
It'd be more than boring. It'd be torture, literally.
It would. Yeah.
Okay, so it kind of comes in stages. If you've worked a long time and then all of a sudden you have all this time to yourself, it's like, no. Hello, Lisa. This sucks. Okay, it's kind of like having kids. Like, did you ever get to the point where you had your son around so much and then he went to grandpa and grandma's and you and your wife are sitting there and you're like,
yep.
Well, what do we do?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? There's nothing to do.
That's true.
So, I wouldn't want to be that guy. I got to stay busy.
Me too. I can't see not working, at least until I reach the age of retirement.
Yeah. Who's the bad boy of golf?
Tiger Woods.
No, the bad boy. The soy boy.
Ah.
Daly,
yeah.
Okay. Have you watched him in his retirement?
I have, yes.
What do you think of his retirement?
Pretty wild. He's partying almost every day, ain't he?
Yeah, I mean, he's hitting golf balls off girls' butts, and everywhere he's going around, he's got a whiskey sour or a white Russian, somewhere within grabbing distance. Would you want that type of retirement?
It's a different kind of package. Yeah,
it is. I mean, is that what your goal is?
Each to their own on that. I don't know. I think mine would be to get an RV and travel the United States.
Okay, well, let me ask you this: if you were young again,
if I was young,
if you weren't over 60,
yeah,
okay, what would you do? I mean, different in your life when it comes to traveling and having fun and building the life that you actually wanted. What would you do?
Oh, I would see everything I could possibly see before I left this world.
Is it seeing or doing? Because to me,
seeing and doing both.
It is both.
Because you've got to be able to see the world in order to do things in this world.
True. So you were single a long time before you met your wife, right?
No, not for a long, long time, but yeah.
How old were you?
I was 31.
31. So you had a good 13 years.
Yeah, running the streets.
Would you have like backed it up and said, okay, no, I'm getting married earlier?
Earlier in life? I don't think you can change your destiny.
Well, who says there's any destiny?
I don't know. I
I
feel
mean,
like
is-
life is what it is. I mean, we're all a storybook yet to be told. So
Do you really believe that? Because
I
I
really
am
do.
like so far away from that idea.
really,
Because I don't believe that there's a story and then you start living the story. I believe that you write your own damn story.
I just believe it's all predetermined.
So you think right now you're meant to be at the job you're in the apartment you're at, driving the car you have.
It's I guess it's called fate.
Fate?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, so tomorrow, if you wanted to, do you believe that even though the story says, well, Dan's going to work there 10 years, do you believe that you couldn't go get a different job tomorrow?
Oh, I would. Yeah,
You woulda, coulda, shoulda.
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 Yeah.
Okay, so we go back again. How old would you be before you sowed your royal oats?
I don't know.
31 again, or would it be like 23, 24?
I would say probably 28, maybe 27.
27,
'Cause I would
28 years
still
old?
have that running in me.
Really?
I'm pretty sure.
You don't think that the right
If
girl
if
could
the-
just like
if
rip
I
that
had
out of
the
you?
right woman at the time, I'm sure that would have happened. But
Okay, well,
it
I
just
mean,
depends. It just depends on the woman, really. Like
Really?
if you're really getting along well, you take it to the next level.
the level.
Marriage.
The level,
It's the final step.
that's usually the way that those end up. Marriages are just going downhill. I mean, people just can't keep their marriages together.
I agree.
I was thinking yesterday, do you ever have those things hit you and you're like, ooh, man, I'm old. Do you ever have that?
Yeah.
Okay. I was with Maya in 2003.
Yeah.
We were married in 2008.
Wow.
That means that I've almost been with her 20 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's a long time.
I know.
That's a fifth of a century.
I know.
You
Trust
know what
me,
I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And it seems literally, it seems just like yesterday that we had our first kid.
Yep.
And then, a couple years later, we had another one. And it seems like we're still living in those days.
Yep.
But I've got a daughter that's graduating, going to college.
Yep.
I got a son that's married. I got another one that's getting his master's degree. And I'm telling you, it makes you feel like, where does all the time go?
Time just keeps on ticking into
Well,
the future, just like the song.
and exactly that's why we're kind of changing up Morning Crankers, because life is not about sitting there and just talking about other people doing it. What my thing is I have no problem talking about it. I love talking about it. I'm I'm a talker, like the guy from Thank You for Smoking says. What do? I talk. Well, that's what we do, but you have to have the experiences behind it.
Yep.
Because any fool can get up on a microphone and start telling you how to do this, how to do that.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll tell you, I've got a lot of, what would you say, history of a book that some people would say is a fantasy book. And I want to talk about that, but I want to do more. You know what I'm saying? And I challenge everybody out there. Do more. Go out. Have fun. Do the things that make you happy. Because guess what? Tomorrow is not
Never
guaranteed. Right.
Yep.
So that's what I'm saying. When it comes to you saying, it's predetermined, no, you're writing your own novel, brother. It is what it is. If you want to write tomorrow that you're going to Florida, it's not predetermined. You could jump in your car and go to Florida tomorrow.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's the way we got to live our lives. Like, it's not going to get any better unless you do something about it.
Yep.
If you want to live and love and laugh, get off your ass and do something about it.
Yep.
I don't mean to get like too serious.
Right.
But there are a lot of people out there right now that are blaming everybody else for their life because their life sucks.
Right.
Right?
But just enjoy life, like you're saying, because
go do it.
Because if you can't enjoy life, then it is what you made of it.
Right. Like, there's some people that have done things that I find incredible.
Yeah.
I'll give you an example. There's a guy on TV, or at least he was on TV, and he was the Mr. Fix-It.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you how to do this. And remember,
Yeah.
he talked like this all the time. And I was like, wow, this guy is, not what I thought.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there and I was like, okay, this is cool. And he goes, let me introduce you to my wife. And his wife comes out and she's like a 10, probably a model somewhere.
Yeah.
And I was like, how did that guy do that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or you see these other guys that, or gals, and you're like, man, I never expected that. I thought that guy was like eating out of the trash can. And then you find out and he's a multimillionaire, jet
Yeah.
sets to different countries.
And I think a lot of it comes down to it's not what we always think it's going to be in order to make it a relationship.
Well, I mean, when it comes to dating, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, when you were in school, did you ever switch schools?
Never. I stayed at the same school, lived at the same address my whole childhood.
Did you ever have somebody new come into school and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, she's hot? You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Okay.
Yeah.
But then you got to know her and you're like, okay, well, she's not that hot.
Yeah, I've done that one.
Well, I think that scenario is the same in life.
Yep.
Like, I really want this and I really want that. And then you get them and you're kind of like the guitars.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I want right there. And then you get it and you're like,
yeah.
I've got buyer's remorse.
Yeah. I wish I would have bought that one.
Yeah. Well, and then it just goes into another one.
Yep.
At some point, you learn lessons like Willie Nelson.
Yep.
His guitar is probably 40 years old.
Mm-hmm.
It has holes in it from running through the pick guard.
Oh, yeah.
And this is like life, okay? He found out what made him happy, and he's living life in abundance, and that's it.
And Willie just is Willie. And Willie does what Willie wants to do and party. Trust me.
Yeah, Willie, Snoop Dogg. I mean,
Oh,
they're
well,
really good friends.
Yeah.
You know?
And I know that shocks a lot of people when you tell them that, but it's true.
So what else you got?
Oh.
But here's the challenge. Because coming up with the new shows, you're not going to be reading anything. I'm not going to be reading anything.
No more reading. We're going to be knowing the story we're talking about before we even get on there.
Lisa said we teach as we get older, and I really think that is. I think it's like a blessing.
It is.
You know, this is what we do, and this is why.
It's a blessing to be here.
I'll
We
give
woke
you.
up today.
Tell me this. I'll give you an example of a perfect lesson learned. How many years ago was it when you learned not to run around the backside of a truck?
Oh gosh, at an early age.
You remember the shin to
Yes.
that
Yeah.
only happens once.
And you learn your lesson from that.
You do. And I'm going to tell you why, because pain is the best teacher.
Yeah, it is.
You know what
And
I'm saying?
Believe me, that kind of pain is.
It's the truth. You know, some people like, Roadhouse, Patrick Swayze's like, pain don't hurt. I'm like, well, it does the first time.
Yeah.
But after that, I'm never doing it again. So
Right there.
it doesn't the second time.
Yep. Police officers fired for ignoring an LA robbery in progress, Hans, to play what? Pokemon.
I saw that. Okay, so Pokemon Go.
Yes.
There are police officers on the job.
Yep.
They were supposedly found like one of these Pokemon Go's that were worth a lot of money.
Yep.
And they were trying to find it. They were really close. Their beacon were going beep, 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 beep. Well, they got fired. Did you hear that?
And they got fired, then they went beep, beep, beep. The sergeant, your job is gone.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
Yeah.
we can't have cops out there chasing Yu-Gi-Ohs or what was it called? Pokemons?
Pokemon.
What's the difference between a Pokemon and a Yu-Gi-Oh? I don't even know.
It's just, I think it's part of the same brand.
Is it the same thing?
I'm thinking same people make both cartoons or something.
Well, it could be. It's bad either way.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I have a lot of respect for police officers,
I do too.
firefighters, EMTs.
Military.
But, I think they got to be held to the same standard
Yep.
as the rest of us. And like, if you're at work, Greg,
Mhm.
and you're out chasing Pokemons in the parking lot, how long would you stay employed?
I'd be gone right away.
Right. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah. Then it had the mental institution call him. What's this guy chasing?
Lisa says, my biggest lesson was love hurts. It's not a bed of roses. Love needs to be weeded to keep it fresh and alive.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back to Aaron Rodgers and what he said about the Packers. He said sometimes it's where you water your lawn is the greenest.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Relationships are tough.
They are.
Because here's the thing: both people think they're right most of the time.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna say this. I'll probably get in some trouble for this, but women think they're right all the time, even if you show them they're not.
Yeah.
And then so here's a fight, right?
Yeah.
And you're in the middle of this fight, and it's a heavy heated fight.
Mm.
And you get to the point where you logically prove them wrong.
They still argue with you.
Well, no, there's no more arguing after that point.
They find a way to argue with you.
Oh, they're great war masters. They learn a way to twist it into a different fight about something that you are wrong about.
But we love you. We're just saying.
Well, and that's what you do. You want some gold?
Yeah.
If you're ever in a fight with your woman after you've proven yourself logistically right.
Yeah.
And she throws that thing in your face, you just say, I love you. What can she say?
There's nothing.
Nothing. That's it.
Nothing can break those words. Oh my. That's
well, I need to teach you a few things about faces. I can tell you that. You know what I mean? Pick up lines,
facial
faces,
expression.
But you gotta, that saying, you gotta love the one you're with.
Yeah.
Okay. You should have that figured out before you make the commitment.
Yep.
And then you should have it figured out that everything is not roses all the time.
Exactly.
And the people that have been together the longest,
yep,
they've learned how to not hurt that other person deeply. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, exactly.
They can fight by jabbing at each other.
Yep.
Instead of throwing that right hook to knock them out. You know what I'm saying?
Completely, yes.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen the old couples.
Yep.
And, I think it's awesome. I think it's fascinating.
How long you been together? 80 years, and they're almost 100.
Yeah, and they'd still do anything they could.
Yeah.
I think that's awesome.
I've seen that. I mean, I've literally seen couples like that. It's unreal.
You know what I hope? I hope that when I'm 80 and the doctor's telling her, hey, you know what? He's got diabetes. You got to cut him away from everything. I hope she's like, still, would you like me to stop and get you a maple glazed bacon donut?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to be like, you're mine forever, honey. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Oh, my.
So, anyways.
We'll go with this one. Has circus performers, 29.8-foot unicycle breaks world record.
30 feet in the air.
That's unbelievable. When I read this, I couldn't believe it.
Okay, so he's 3 stories in the air.
Yeah.
Probably like on the lower ledge of the 4th.
Yep.
And he's on a unicycle.
Yep. And I don't have no fear of heights. I still don't know if I would do it.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. How do you get on?
Yeah.
And more importantly, how do you get off?
Exactly on that.
There's got to be a trapeze, or you're on a wire, or right?
A wire or something.
So if it is a wire, this isn't that great a feat. Like we just went to Dolly Parton Stampede just a few weeks ago, and they had a woman on a wire doing some awesome stuff. But I'll tell you, it kind of takes the danger away. Like if he was lowered on a wire to the bike and you're like, okay, if he fell off, he just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Is that selfish of me? You know what I mean?
Yeah, a little bit, but,
hey,
but seriously,
I'm willing to admit it.
Yeah. All right. But a Czech circus performer broke a Guinness World Record when he rode a unicycle measuring 29.8 feet tall in Hungary. Pavel Vala Bertnini, a 5th-generation circus performer from the Czech Republic.
Say Pavlova.
Pavel Vala Bertini. I said it better that time.
Wow.
5th-generation circus performer from the Czech Republic was participating in the 14th International Circus Festival in Budapest when he rode around the ring on a unicycle that consisted of 17 wheels stacked vertically for total height of 29.8 feet.
That's pretty awesome.
That is pretty awesome.
You don't know this yet, but I'm going to let you in on a little secret. We have a friend that's doing something really awesome as well.
Oh.
Did you hear about Boston Matt?
No.
Okay. This is awesome, folks. I'm going to let the cat out of the bag. Okay. Nobody on here is probably going to say anything about it anyways, but our good friend is going for the world record, the Guinness Book of World Records in breaking a Matchbox car record.
Really?
Thousands of feet of track.
Yeah.
And he's going to run one car to the other end, and beat the world record.
Wow.
He's already bought the track.
Right.
He's already contacted the places.
Right.
Yeah. Is that pretty cool or what?
That is pretty cool.
I mean, Matchbox, that was bringing back memories from when I was a kid. You know what I
Right.
mean? And I can't remember what it is. 4,500 feet. It's something like that he's got to break.
Ooh,
And I think he's got like 4,800 feet of track.
wow.
Okay. Now that's something cool. That's something that the
It
Morning
is.
Crankers can be proud of.
Yes, exactly.
You know, he's a cranker.
Thank you, Boston man.
Yeah. Well, you know, if you guys know about it, if you know him, Boston Matt.
Yeah.
Send him a message.
Yep.
Say, dude, I heard about what you're doing. That's freaking awesome.
It is freaking awesome. I like that. That's the first time I heard of it.
Lisa said it's not a unicycle if it has more than one wheel.
Mm,
Well, she's right.
she is.
It'd be how many wheels did they say they had stacked up? 8?
8.
That's a octacycle?
I think so.
And that kind of cheapens it a little bit too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
That's
however,
how they break these records, though. They cheapen them. If you think about it, on a lot of them.
do you know what we have waiting outside that door for us?
What's that?
Chocolate covered strawberries.
Oh, boy.
Morgan made them.
Mm.
Now I know you're not into fruit and vegetables and stuff.
No, I like those.
I'm sure you do. Folks, we love you. Spread the word. Season number
Yes.
1 starting next Tuesday. You'll get the highly produced version,
Right.
the awesomeness that is Morning Crankers.
And I want to leave you guys with the joke of the day before we get off the air. I know Hans wanted to rush on it a little bit, but
Strawberries,
I know them strawberries.
chocolate covered,
I know. All right, guys.
bacon wrapped. No,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. They're not bacon wrapped.
No, guys, today I went to the bank, Hans, and an old lady asked me to help check her balance. Guess what she said?
Help me
Or
out.
guess what I said? Or guess what I did?
What did you do?
Okay, I'll tell you what I did. So I pushed her over. All right,
I got it before.
All right, all
Yeah,
right.
it was. If I could do a thing and be like,
Yeah, I know.
yeah, it is what it is.
I'm a pushover. All right, for strawberries and chocolate. Mm.
Yeah, they said Lisa said whipped cream. I'm all about strawberries. I'm all about chocolate.
Yeah.
Even though I'm a diabetic.
Yeah.
You know, you're a pre-diabetic.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, just but you're starting to eat healthier.
Yeah.
You actually made green beans the other night.
Yeah,
How'd they taste?
pretty good.
Like green beans?
Green beans, minced onions with it.
Ooh, are you?
It-
Who are you watching? What chef are you watching on YouTube?
I can't remember. Somebody on YouTube.
Really? Is it like an Italian guy? Is it?
I think it was an Italian.
Was it? Okay.
think
Yeah.
so.
Beans, onions.
Yeah.
I'm surprised there weren't like pieces of tomato in there.
I think he wanted to, but I was like, I don't need all that tomato. I'm
Give
not a
me
big-
eggplant over tomato.
I don't even know. Yeah, I've had that before. Eggplant's not too bad.
Eggplant's, kind of bland. I mean, it kind of takes the flavor of whatever you're cooking it with.
Yeah.
So put
But
some
if-
bacon on it.
I want to say the late wife made that with cinnamon and sugar before,
Really?
and it was actually pretty good.
You sure it wasn't squash?
No, it wasn't squash.
Really?
I know when she
Eggplants
made
with
that.
cinnamon.
I like it better. I like
Really?
cinnamons better.
Well, hey, it is what it is. Lisa says, I'm a sugar lover. I love to homemade bacon make.
They won't let us pull it up.
No, hey, it is what it is. It's just making me more hungry.
I
Folks,
know.
we love you guys.
Love you
Thank
guys.
for being here. Remember, next Tuesday morning,
Yes,
highly produced
highly produced show.
podcast.
No more reading off this teleprompter.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be great. We'll see you then. Thank you very, very much. And just, when we go out, can I?
Yes.
Okay. Just because I love this. Oh, I love it.
In a world where bills, rent, and taxes are crushing your soul. In a world where water is expensive and wages are stagnant. In a world where good tasting food is trying to kill you, comes a new podcast that takes a load off your shoulders. The Morning Cranker, the comedy, the news, life, reality podcast for true, extraordinary men and women of America. Welcome to Morning Crankers, laughs, gaffs, and plenty of gas. In a world. No, wait. Greg, what are you doing? This is supposed to be fun. Hey, this is a comedy show. You're not supposed to freak people out. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Morning Crankers.